Hello again, it's Jimmy here at O'Reilly. So I have here a Seat Alhambra. It's also known as a Volkswagen Charan. And is there another one? I can't remember. But so he's got issues where coil light flashing. He hasn't had anyone do any attempts on repairing it, but he's been to a garage and he's told them that he did have a turbo boost, under boost condition or over boost a couple of years ago, but he took it down the motorway, gave it some revs and whatever. That hasn't come back anymore. And his garage has suggested to replace the turbo. But what I mean, the customer has basically diagnosed this himself. He's told me a lot of the issues he's having, which is the oil level keeps rising, and every time he switches the car off, the fan stays on for sort of 10 minutes, which suggests to me that the car is trying to regen consistently, but there's a damage on the DPF and it's not being successful. Okay, so we'll get inside and we'll plug it in. It's a 2012, it's going to be a 2 litre TDI. Okay, so bonnet's up, yeah, it's a 2 litre TDI. Let's just open this and have a look at the engine. DPF's going to be down the back, which can make it difficult to remove. Again, like I said, people always ask how come I don't do a lot of VWs. The VWs I tend to see, they don't generally have something that you can fix roadside like what I'm doing. So I've got a feeling with this one, if it's been regenerating a lot, then cleaning it isn't going to help. Usually when a vehicle is regenerating on every journey you drive it on, it means the DPF is damaged. A flush cleaning isn't going to fix that, because if there's sort of damage to the DPF, a flush doesn't help that. And that's normally what I see with these VWs. They are reliable, but when they do give trouble, it's not something that usually a clean can fix. So we have a flashing glow plug symbol, no engine light on. Go in and do a scan of the vehicle. So just running a scan on the vehicle, we've got one fault code there. Okay, so one fault code we have is a P040300 exhaust gas recirculation circuit. I'll go in here. Exhaust. So just looking through the EGR live data, isn't going to show you much that you can do with there, but if we go to the actual DPF, if we look at the DPF itself, we currently have 56 millibars pressure at idle, 22.4 grams of soot, counter regeneration 542, time since last regen 10 kilometers or 6 miles ago. So what we think is happening here is that it's regenerating sort of on every trip. It's regen sort of 6 miles ago, and you can still see that the pressure is 56, which says that the DPF regen, the car is able to regen, but it's not bringing the pressure down, which means we haven't got a blockage of soot. We have a blockage of either damage or ash, possibly a melted DPF or an ash buildup. It's done 101,000 miles. It's not normal that you'd see ash build up at that mileage, but it's possible. So something that would say to me the DPF is damaged is if we just hold the revs up slightly and you watch the grams of soot. You can see they're rapidly increasing. The calculated soot is increasing because the pressure is high. This is just calculation. This doesn't mean it's chucking in grams of soot. It's just calculating how much soot it thinks is in the DPF because of the pressure. Okay, so looking at these live data here, we're going to take the car around the block, and I'm pretty sure that if we take this for another drive, we're going to get another regeneration process happen pretty quickly, because even though it's just done one, it needs to do one again because the grams of soot are still up high, above 25 grams, and the pressure is still high. So if we do a little short drive, we should confirm that the vehicle is going to do another regeneration. And yeah, so if we look at the grams of soot, they are coming down now. It's doing a regen at the moment, so basically every sort of 10 kilometers it's doing a regen. So you see this one here, you can see the grams of soot coming down. What's going to happen is once the regen stops, that's going to shoot back up again. It's just calculating that the soot is coming down because it's doing a regen, but that will soon shoot back up. You can see the temperature there is at 580 degrees. Now if you can hear that, just turn the engine off. You can hear the fans are running, because it was just trying to do a regen, and we've turned the engine off, so the fan is going to run for a few minutes. So you see now that we switched the engine off and restarted, it's been 0 kilometers since it's done its last regen. It's come down to 39 millibars. It's going to do another regen as soon as he drives away again, because the pressure is still high, and that's why you're going to get oil dilution. So if your car is doing a regeneration on every trip that you drive it on, you're going to get small amounts of diesel get into the oil. That will happen on every normal regen, but normally your car would regen once every 500 miles, but this is going to be doing a regen once every sort of 5 miles, and that will accumulate a lot over 1,000 miles. You're going to have a lot of oil dilution because of that. So if we look at the engine on this is the EGR pipe that goes into the inlet, and the EGR itself is down the back under the turbo. There's a few different scenarios here that could be going wrong. Is you could have oil passing into the DPF from the turbo. That may be why the DPF's damaged. The next question is, well, what's happening with this car is very rare, because you cycle the ignition off, you cycle it back on, we haven't got a flashing coil light anymore, and the vehicle is able to do its own regen. So we haven't got the problem where something has disabled the regen from happening. Normally I'd say let's fix the EGR, clean your DPF, and once the EGR is fixed, your car will no longer be in limp mode, and it's going to do its own regeneration process, and that will be fine. But you can see this one is regening. It's regening on its own, so it doesn't need something fixed to allow the car to regen. It is regening, but the DPF isn't coming up clean. Two reasons for that is it's ash build up, or there's damage on the DPF. Damage on the DPF can be caused by overheating, or there's oil getting in there, or something or another coming through the DPF. So I've been trying to get a camera down there, but it's just the angle of the DPF is just impossible to sort of see if we can see the face of the DPF. Okay, so I'm not sure if I've explained everything right on this video or not, but basically it's a waste of time and money trying to clean the DPF on this car. I can tell that by looking at the live data. The car is regenerating on its own, but there's no soot in there that can be cleaned. Basically, if it's just done 2 regens in 10 miles, there isn't anything in there that I'm going to be able to clean out. DPF is either damaged or it's got ash build up. It's only done 100,000 miles. I doubt it's ash, so it's more likely to be just a melted DPF or damage. Why did it melt? It could have been a case that the EGR has maybe caused that, because if the EGR logged up a fault, it may not have regen for some time, and then you build a soot accumulation up. Then when the vehicle does do a regen, you've got too much soot in there, which then produces too much heat when it has actually done a regen, maybe while he's been clearing fault codes. And he did say sort of 6 months ago that he had the turbo underboost, which was there for a while, but he bought a scan tool, he cleared the fault code, took it on a hard drive, and then all of the faults went away. He hasn't seen the turbo boost fault code come back. I mean, that could have been the time DPF got damaged. But other than that, it's either take it off, maybe try and back flush the DPF, or just replace it. Obviously the EGR needs to be replaced as well. So that's it. We haven't it's not a repair video, just a sort of explanation of what's going on, looking at the live data, and I can tell by looking at that it's obviously, like I said, it's a waste of time trying to clean the DPF on this car. So I'll see you on our next video.